I was already standing in the frame when it happened. My daughter slipped beside me, small hand warm, smile rehearsed. The camera light blinked. My sister lifted one finger like a judge. Calm, smiling, surgical. Family portraits are for real family. Nobody laughed. Nobody protested. Heads nodded like birds pecking at crumbs. The room smelled like pine and sugar and approval. I didn't argue. I didn't explain. I didn't plead. I took my daughter's hand and walked out while the shutter clicked without us. That was the moment the plan finished forming. Not started, finished. We had been close once. My sister and I shared rooms. Shared secrets. Shared grief when our parents died. She stood beside me at my wedding. Held my child before I did. Called herself an aunt like it was a title she earned. After my divorce, she became my anchor. Or so I thought. She offered help with paperwork, finances, adult things. I let her. I was tired. I was grieving. I trusted blood. She told me family was everything. She told me I was lucky to have her. The night of the photo, I tucked my daughter into bed and told her a soft lie about adults being foolish. She nodded. Children learn quickly who to believe. At 11:27 p.m., my phone vibrated. Don't forget what I did for you. No punctuation, no emoji. Just a reminder, a leash. I stared at the ceiling and replayed small moments I had ignored. Documents she insisted I signed quickly. Emails she answered on my behalf. The way she spoke to me like I was always 5 minutes late to my own life. Pain drained into focus. I started by listening. I said less. I smiled more. I let her talk. People confess when they think you are harmless. I pulled bank statements, old ones. The boring kind people never check. Transfers that looked routine. Fees that weren't. Accounts I did not recognize but my signature appeared on. I hired a forensic accountant, quietly, paid in cash. I installed cameras in my home office. I forwarded my mail to a P.O. box. I changed nothing she could see. She grew bolder. She told me the house should be in her name for asset protection. She said my daughter would thank her someday. She said I was emotional. I recorded it all. 6 months. That's how long it took. Surveillance, screenshots, contracts, a timeline so clean it felt cruel. I met a lawyer who didn't flinch. We planned like chess players. No drama, no threats. Only inevitability. The execution began on a Tuesday. Always a Tuesday. Boring days are best. First move. I revoked her power of attorney. Filed at 9:01 a.m. She found out when her bank card declined at lunch. Second move. I froze the joint accounts and opened new ones. Only my name. Only my access. Third move. I served notice. Fraud. Embezzlement. Breach of fiduciary duty. Words that sound cold until they warm your bones. She called. 30 times. Then texted. Then drove to my house. I watched her on the camera. Hair perfect. Smile ready. She knocked like she owned the door. I did not open it. The confrontation came later. Public. Controlled. A family dinner she insisted on hosting to. Clear the air. She liked stages. I arrived early. Sat quietly. Let everyone gather. When the wine was poured, I stood. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't cry. I handed out copies. Highlighted, dated, signed. The room went silent in a way that felt earned. My sister laughed once. Too sharp. Then she read. Her face emptied. Her hands shook. She tried to speak. Words slipped. Someone asked a question. Then another. The power shifted like a tide. She left without her coat. The fallout was clean. Charges filed. Assets returned. Apologies came from people who nodded in that living room months earlier. I accepted none of them. Forgiveness is not a receipt. Now my daughter hangs in the center of every photo. Not posed. Not permissioned. Real. Sometimes late at night I reread that text. Don't forget what I did for you. I didn't. I remembered everything.